All right, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 655 broadcast. Super excited to have you here. I know we just wrapped up one at 5:55, so 6:55 gang. Hey, y'all, hey. Go ahead and drop down in the comments where you're tuning in from. And please listen, y'all. I want y'all to go ahead and tag someone you really want to see win, someone you want to see, this the last year they pay rent, right? You want to see them get the credit score they deserve. You want to see them drive the car they want to drive. You want to see them get the business credit they want to get. Put their kids in a home, right? Hear their kids running around in that empty space, right? I want you to go ahead and tag those individuals because we're going to talk about this secret hack that thousands are using to increase their credit score, okay? I got a special guest today. I'm super excited about this one. Super excited. As you see in my can't even get the words out. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And the title, I was like, hey, we're breaking generational curses. So you're about to hear from someone in just a moment. I know she's nervous. I'm nervous too, and I hope I don't make her cry, but y'all go ahead and tap some people in, man. Tap some people in. All right, I'm gonna double check. Make sure y'all can see me really quickly. I don't know. Siri is over here tripping. But again, tap in the comments where you're tuning in from. I love this song, y'all. It's Janelle Monáe. I like that. I love this song. Oh my goodness. I love it. Let me see real quick before she cuts off. Let me see if y'all can see me. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I mean, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. All right. Let's see here. Can y'all see me? Y'all can see me. All right. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So good evening, everyone. Again, hello, 655ers, and welcome to the 655 broadcast. We got one more, but welcome. I am your co-host tonight, Alicia Goins. As of right now, we got one more person coming up, Mr. 800. You want to make sure to tune in to him because, listen, he's got an 800 credit score. So this is what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about how to increase your credit score, and we're talking about this secret tool that we have, right? And, in my comment, I put, hey, we're breaking generational curses. So super excited to bring on who I'm about to bring on in just a second. But let's go ahead and get started. So listen, I hope you tagged everyone you want to see win. I hope you tagged everyone that, needs a better credit score, that's renting, that needs their own home, like all these different things, right? Everyone needs 800 credit score. I hope you tagged them. Go ahead and tag them, even if they're working, they can catch the replay, right? We have this thing here with Novae in our culture called Replay Gang, okay? So hello to everyone, Replay Gang that just tapped in. Welcome. All right, so quick 5 about me, and I'm gonna be right out of your way because this isn't about me. This is about you and your increase to your credit score, right? So I am a resident of the Sandy Coast of Wilmington, North Carolina, originally from Lincolnton, North Carolina. It's about 20 minutes away from Charlotte, North Carolina. I am a full-time serial entrepreneur and a private chef. All right, I joined this company, Novae. You're gonna learn what that's about in just a moment. As a single mother when I was actually homeless, okay, back in 2014. A lot can change in 6 to 7 years, all right? And I'm now a 5, soon to be 6, that's supposed to be 6-figure earner and a power couple recipient of Novae. Actually, my husband just did the 555 broadcast. Listen, we're at home every day, just building a legacy, right? Just building generational wealth, breaking generational curses, okay? Now, I enjoy slaying at home, of course. As you can see, that's where I am, right? I enjoy slaying at home alongside him, and I am a servant leader, okay? Servant leader. So that's enough about me. And now I'm here to serve you. Okay. I'm here to teach you, what this secret tool is to help you increase your credit score. Because this is the year to do it. Okay. No more putting it off. No more just forgetting about it. This is the year to do it if you haven't already. Okay. So let's talk about this innovative solution. Okay. I'm gonna give you a clue. It's called Novae. All right. We focus on inspiration, education, and opportunity. All right. So we're going to inspire people to get more out of life. And man, in 2014, when I lost everything, did they not inspire me? Okay, I'm smiling because, listen, that's behind me now. I smile at adversity now, but then it wasn't all smiles and giggles, right? I was searching for something that, I was looking for some type of opportunity to take me out of that situation, out of that bed bug infested hotel, just something so that I could provide for my 3 children, okay? My son turns 18 this year. He's about to be a senior, and man, am I glad that I found this opportunity, okay? Now, we also educate people on how to go about it because, again, when I was there, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that this is it. You know, it was a sign from God and this is what I need to do. And it was my sign from God. It may not be yours right now, you know, pray on that thing, but it was my sign because I asked for it and immediately I got my answer. Okay. But listen, when I got into this, I'm like, okay, Lord, well, how am I going to do this? Well, I got educated on how to go about it. Okay. And then we provide opportunities to make it happen. And let's talk about those different opportunities. So it's personal credit, business credit and funding, real estate investing, income opportunity. Yes, we're talking about residuals. Okay. And generational wealth, and also consumer financing. Okay. So let's talk about this major problem that we have going on right now. We know we got a lot going on right now. You know, a lot of stuff, you know, one of my mentors said last night on a mentorship call, you know, the world's starting to feel like deja vu. All right. But let me just give you the plus sides. And then we're going to talk about some problems. Let me just give you a plus side. Even though it may feel like deja vu, guess what? We already know we're going to be all right. Okay. But listen, millions of people are still struggling financially. Okay. We got 2.5 million people that are seeking debt counseling every year to avoid bankruptcy. We got 43 million people that have a credit score less than 599. And we know that's not going to get you much out here, right? That's considered kind of bad credit, right? More than 25% have no savings and no retirement. Man, that was me, 24, a little bit of something. But if I would have got educated about having an emergency fund and stacking that thing up, I would have been all right. Okay. Now, we've also had a substantial number of adults, talking about current day. Okay. A substantial number of adults, anywhere from the ages of 21 to 62. So they're just like, you know, fresh out of school, in college, fresh out of college, or just starting college, suffering from anxiety about their personal finances because of the pandemic. Okay. Because they had the lack of financial literacy and they had a lack of financial security. That's a problem. Then we got 50% of businesses that fail within the first 5 years due to the lack of access to capital or lack of education of how to get capital. Okay. And then we've seen unemployment is rising, and I think it still is. Everybody's hiring, right? It's been the highest level, more than 14 million, y'all, since the Great Depression and Great Recession. Okay. Now we know we're getting all these, you know, all these benefits, let's just put it that way, out here. But listen, that may backfire. Okay. Don't want to scare anybody, but you got to have a solution. Okay. Now let's talk about one of those solutions. That solution is, it all starts with credit education. Okay. Believe it or not, it starts with credit education. So here you see over here, you see a FICO model. Okay. It's about 5 things on that category. Okay. So when you talk about credit score, listen, there are 5 things you got to understand. Number 1, you got to understand, as you're building credit, once you start to get business, once you start to get credit cards and things of that nature, listen, or you got your mortgage or whatever's going on, listen, you got to pay it on time. You got to be responsible. You got to pay it on time. Okay. It's worth about 192 points. All right. So it's about 35% of your credit score. Number 2, credit utilization. What does that mean, Allie Mae? Well, that means that just because you have all the credit, you have these big trade lines, it doesn't mean you get to max that thing out. Okay. So if you got 5K, you don't get to spend 5K. You get to spend about 30% of that. All right. Or less. The less is the better. If you just seen the testimonial that just happened by Mr. Corey Hester out of Indianapolis, he said, hey, I get nervous when it gets to 10%. And guess what? He's on his way to the 800 Club. All right. Looks like we just had some people hop on. Let me go ahead and address them. Hello, Sabita from Niagara Falls, New York. Thanks for tuning in to Zoom90day.com. I see y'all. So again, you don't want to max all that out. Okay. Number 3. May skip forward. I'm froze over here. All right, number 3, age of credit. This is one of the most important, but if you're going to get to 800 credit score where you got that 100K in buying power, because that's what 800 credit score is worth, right? You want to make sure you never, ever close accounts. So be careful when you're going to these stores and things are happening and you're like, hey, you know, your credit's good. And you're like, yeah, let me go ahead and get another card. You want to be careful because you want to make sure that you're going to keep those cards because you do not want to close these accounts. The longer your credit score is, the longer your credit history, the better. Okay. So you're racking up points there. So that accounts for about 82 points. And that's about 15% of your score. Okay. Number 4, credit mix. Guess what? You got to mix this thing up. You got to have some, you know, different ways to actually mix your credit up. Okay. So you got to have some store cards. You need some installment. You need some revolving. You need some of that good old utility credit, right? When you move, when you're renters, y'all know about this, right? I mean, even when you go to get your mortgage, you go over here to the utility place, and what are they going to do? They're going to run your credit, okay? But if you've been paying on time, right? Paying that thing on time, you're good to go. That's really what they're looking at when they're doing that, honestly, y'all. You want to make sure that you have these different types of credit, because believe it or not, having a balanced credit mix is going to push you closer to the 700, 800 credit scores. And what does that do for you? Again, 100K in buying power, lower interest rates, and you're going to save some money, okay? And number 5, new credit. Every now and then, you don't want to be out here dinging, getting a whole bunch of new credit. That's going to hurt you. That's going to cost you some points. But listen, they leave about a 55-point leeway there for you to actually, they want to make sure you're still using your credit, okay? Remember, that goes kind of with age of credit, okay? They just want to know that you're actually using it, okay? And believe it or not, when you turn 18, guess what? Or when we all turned 18, we have 300 points to play with. We had to get the other 550 points. I don't think anybody told us that. No one had told me. And I'm about to introduce someone in just a second, and she's going to tell you nobody told her. All right. But that's a perfect 850. Okay. So introducing 3 options. And this is one of our favorite. This is that secret weapon, that secret tool. Nove Money, okay? We're going to help you restore and build your credit. We're going to help you eliminate your debt quickly, and then we're going to help you track your progress, okay? So we've got 3 different options here when we talk about, really getting in here and tackling your credit, tackling those negative items off of there, and starting to build you some positive items, okay? You got to balance that thing out. It's got to be balanced, okay? So for those of you that are administrative or follow like myself, analytical, and you like to crunch numbers and you like to head to the post office and you like to type your letters and do all that stuff, then this package is for you. It's the Nove Money DIY package, and it's $50 one time, okay? But guess what? We're going to give you some tools. We're going to give you some help. We're going to give you an ebook. We're going to give you some instructions, some letter templates to follow, bankruptcy information, inquiry, how to do those letters. And then we're going to give you email support. All right. We're going to give you some email support in case you have questions. All right. And then the next thing, Nove Money Basic. So with Nove Money Basic, it's $209 to get started and then $59 a month. Guess what? If you do not have time to, be there and do all these things on your own, then guess what? We're going to give you some help with that. Okay. We're going to do it for you. All right. So that one's $209, like I said, $59 to get started. Plus we're going to give you a budgeting tool to help you, make sure your bills are paid on time. We're going to give you a debt elimination tool to help you with that utilization and make sure you don't have a debt to income ratio when you go into home ownership. We're also going to give you a financial wealth guide, and this thing can be passed down from generations. Okay. We're going to, dispute against bureaus. You get smart credit monitoring, credit building resources, things of that nature, a credit score builder planner, and a master simulator. That tool is amazing. That is like a secret weapon in itself, because a lot of times we're building our score and we know the score we need to be at, but we have no clue how to get there. This tool is going to show you how to do it. And then Nove Money Premium is, top notch, creme de la creme, right? $239, $89 a month, and you get some access to credit and debt collection attorneys with that one. Okay. You get a personal account manager to do one-on-one stuff, and also some non-credit dispute letters. Sometimes you need some things handled that's really not a credit issue, okay? I'm also going to get, the identity theft protection with those, and $1 million in fraud insurance. So coming up right now, super excited about this one. I'm not going to say too much. I am going to edify her because this queen is phenomenal to me. Never would I have thought that I would be where I am right now. Actually, we both went at the same time, and I hope that I don't make her cry, but she knows she's about to go live, so hopefully she will not. But listen, I didn't think that I would be where I was after all those trials and tribulations in our life, and to see her just doing phenomenal things. I'm going to take away from her testimonial, but I'm just super excited, and to God be the glory that I was able to be a blessing to her and our family tree. So without further ado, let's just listen to a 4-year-old client turned affiliate, because she really got it. It took her about 4 years, but she was like, I get it now. I got some people I can help. And she is a business owner as well. She is my mother, Miss Althena Young Friday. Are you on the line, Queen?
Hi.
Hey. So hey, y'all. Hey. So this is my mama. So I'm gonna coach her through this. Mama, I got you. You're live, right?
And I'm gonna try not to cry. You said that.
So listen. She said she's going to try not to cry. So y'all know I got it honest. If you know me personally, then you know I got it honest. But we're going to try to keep it together. But listen, I'm going to ask her a couple of questions, because I just want to, I put in my status, I was like, hey, we're breaking generational curses. So Ma, were you taught about credit when you were growing up?
No, absolutely not. The only thing I knew about credit when I was growing up that people had, they could go to the grocery store, they could go somewhere and get something on credit.
Right.
And then when they got paid, they went back and paid for it. To me, that's not what I consider credit now.
Right. Right. So grandpa and grandma, they never had credit cards, anything of that nature, right?
No.
Okay. So when did you actually find out there was credit or that there were credit cards?
Right after I got married and we decided to build a house. We wanted a home, so we had to have, credit score. We had to go and look at the stuff that we had and the accounts that we had, whether we had been paying stuff or whatever. That's when I realized that credit was really important.
Okay. All right. And we were in our house. Well, I wasn't. I came out at 18, but 34 years, right? Was that right? 34 years?
Yep.
34 years. So she kept that thing together. Kudos to her, right? All right. So when did you realize that after the fact and everything happened in our lives or whatever, after the fact, when did you realize that taking your credit serious again was something that you need to focus on?
Well, I retired after, in 2015, and it was like, okay, I have money, but I don't have credit. I can tell somebody that I can come and buy something, I can buy this, but they don't look at how much money you have sometimes. They look at your credit. So I realized after you got into the business that I would have to start building my credit. Regardless of how much money I have, people want to look at your credit score.
Absolutely. So fast forwarding real quick, because I know this is supposed to be short. You're doing awesome, by the way. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
But so fast forwarding, now that you got started, before even the affiliate thing, I have to bring you back on that part. But as far as, you're doing it like undercover, I know. But as far as once you got started with your credit, what has Novae been able to do for you?
I did that little Capital One thing. It was like, well, what's in your wallet? I can look at now and see that if I don't have money in my hand, I can go take a credit card and give it to them and pay something. And that's a good feeling that you're not struggling to find out where that money is going to come from if you need it urgently or something, because you never know what's going to happen. You can just take a credit card and pay for it. As long as you pay for it and then pay the bill, your credit score is going to increase. Absolutely. I didn't realize that, but I do now.
Absolutely. And, she's being modest, but she has multiple credit cards and she's on top of it. Okay. So thank you so much, Mom. One more thing. Got one more question, and don't get emotional on this one. So when you're looking at legacy and when you're looking at generational curses and when you're looking at generational wealth, what has Novae allowed you to do for your grandchildren?
Okay, right now I have two of my grandchildren are co-users on credit cards that I have. They need to realize that if they don't, I'll let them use that credit card whenever they need to. But if they don't pay it, they need to realize that that's going to affect their credit. You can use credit cards all day long, but if you don't take care of that responsibility and pay them, then that's going to be derogatory on your credit report. They're young enough to know now. If you start them now, and let them get a habit of, I use it, I pay it. I use it, I pay it. And then that's just going to give them more ability to have more funds available.
Absolutely. So that makes me so happy. Thank you so much, Ma. I'm going to go ahead and get back to this because I got something to say after that. I don't want to make you cry, but I love you so much. And thank you for doing this testimonial.
Okay. Thank you. I love you. Call me later.
I love you too. I'll call you back in just a moment. All right. So did y'all hear that? I'm so glad she held it together. But listen, that's something, I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm just, got little chipmunk cheeks because just hearing her say derogatory, just hearing her say different things, we're already breaking a curse, right? And just to let you know, you can start some of these children off with these cards at 15. You can start some off with 18. They got cards with me and their father too. And it's just a tremendous blessing that we're learning this right now. And we can pass this down to the next generation. Okay. I feel my voice cracking. So I'm going to move forward to some more testimonials. But look, customers are really getting real results, y'all. Look at this. We got Mr. Roderick, right? Down here, he started in 2019 with a 432 score. Okay, by about a year and some change, he's at 691. He's almost in the 700 club. All right, Look at this. We call this fix your credit while you drive. Why am I saying that? Because remember I talked about, you know, you got to have different types of credit, right? Well, when you get a new car, when your credit gets to where it needs to be and you get a new car, guess what? You're still fixing your credit. Okay, so we got Mr. William Gaddy here, that gorgeous Lexus. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. He's out of Raleigh, right? He said God first, though, major key. But seek ye first the kingdom. Yes, sir. And listen, look at that beautiful, beautiful Lexus, okay? Then you have my hubby dubby here. He just pulled a whole whammy on me, sent me to the grocery store. I come back past the house, and Carvana's in front of the house, you know, with this he's hitting on it on this Acura. And he was like, I come home and boom, there it was. Okay, building our credit. All right. And then on top of that, we have this thing called Novae Perks. He was able to purchase the vehicle. We got 10,000 wild points, and we used that to actually go on a vacation away from the children. I don't think if I told you, did I tell y'all we had 5 children? But yeah. Then you got Mr. Tay Renee here. She hit the 700 club. She got her a 2020 Nissan, right? Nissan Rogue. Listen, she said it was definitely worth the drive within a year of dedication of services that you can't beat. Okay. Amazing, right? You're still fixing your credit. Look at these deletions. Right down here, we have, you know, multiple accounts deleted. We got Miss Taisha Laban over here with multiple accounts removed. And on top of that, she is a Novae affiliate. So she's building her credit. She's making some money. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. She's got a home-based business, right? She's getting paid. She's closing a wealth gap. And then she has 6 student loans removed. Dope, super dope. So listen, we have tons and tons of reviews and testimonials. You know, just Google Nove Money reviews, okay? Or go to NoveMoneyWorks.com and just scroll, y'all, and look at all the different testimonials that we have. Now, let's talk about, remember I said Taisha Laban said that she was an affiliate. Remember I just mentioned my mother was an affiliate. Even though she's a baby boomer, there are individuals out there that need help with their credit to refinance or whatever the case may be. And it just clicked with her. She just got it, okay? You know, I'll do all the work, right? She can get all the credit, right? They can get all the credit. I'll do that. But listen, it just makes sense. So let's talk about this new era of entrepreneurship, okay? So you can make money from home by referring people to a website or even your cell phone, okay? We're just like companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy, and you know they pay millions of commissions yearly. But look at this, y'all. Instead of earning a few cents to a dollar per sale with them, like with us, we're going to pay you up to hundreds per sale and even like 4 to 5 figures per sale. Okay. So that's that on that. And everybody's been an affiliate marketer before because you've referred somebody to something. Don't get scared of that term affiliate marketing. It's not the same thing as network marketing. It's different. It's not the same thing as MLM. Okay. It's a little bit different. But you refer people, okay? And you don't get paid for it. But this way, you can refer people. And every time you refer someone to get their credit in order, guess what? You're making $85 every time. All right. So, I mean, does that make sense to you? If it makes sense, you drop down in the comments. Those of you that are in the chat room, go ahead and drop in the chat room. Hey, it makes sense. Let me check those. Yes, those perks are amazing. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. Yes, you're breaking generational curses too, Queen. All right. So let's look at the earning potential. How many people you want to serve? How many people want to help? Like how many housewarmings do you want to go to? How many ribbon cuttings do you want to go to? You know, how many family members or friends of family, how like y'all want to get new whips? Maybe y'all want to get muscle cars, or maybe you want to all have SUVs. I don't know. How many people are you willing to serve? So if you were to help one customer per week, that's $340 in extra income. Okay. Either that can be extra income, or you can make this, you know, what you do on a day-to-day basis. 5 customers per week, that's $1,700 per month, or 25 customers per week, that's $8,500 per month. That's just a possibility. Every time you help someone get those keys or give them a piece of that American dream or help them kickstart that business because they need, you know, better credit, or maybe you help them get their credit in order so that they can get some funding or get refinanced. I don't know what the case may be, whatever they need the credit score for, you're earning $85, okay? And then on top of that, if they lock arm with you, then guess what? Y'all are both securing the bag. All right. So let's talk about how you get started that way. We have 3 different ways to get started. So the first one is our instant pay raise program. We call it the instant pay raise program because listen, we don't want you to stay at the $99 level. Okay. It's okay to come in there because listen, I came in on the lower level when I was homeless, but I made sure I used my last dime. I was ready to rock and roll. Okay. But we don't want you to stay there because there's so much legacy. There's so much money. There's so much, you know, generational wealth in these higher packages. Okay. So with the instant pay raise, what happens is once you start a business, they're not able to tax you the same way. So we're going to help you shift your W-2 if you have a job and make sure that we help you bring some more of that money back home so that you can upgrade to the next level. Okay. Sometimes you can even do it immediately when you come in, and by the next pay period, you can upgrade to one of these other packages. So the affiliate program again is $99, $49 a month. You're going to get, you know, the member discounts that we talked about, those Novae perks, financial education. You're going to get that Nove Money DIY kit, smart monitoring, the website, this thing called the Novae interactive presentation tool that does all the talking for you, and not like me, right? And then online training, marketing tools. You can get paid to offer Nove Money, which is the credit services, and the affiliate program. You get up to $85 per customer and $30 per affiliate. Okay. Then there's the affiliate program plus. Instead of the major difference here is instead of the DIY, you're going to get it done for you. Okay, so you get that basic package that we talked about just a moment ago. And then you're also going to, the difference here is instead of you getting paid $30 per affiliate with the other package, you're going to get paid $200 per affiliate. Okay. And then there is the affiliate program pro. Now, if this just made total sense to you, if you're ready to break generational curses, build some generational wealth, have some legacy, and just change the world, then this is the one you eventually want to come to, okay? Or get started at right now, okay? You know, you're going to get everything we have to offer. We actually talk about all those things this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the business credit. Wednesday, we're going to talk about our franchise opportunity that we offer. Thursday, more on the affiliate side of things if you want more information on that we're talking about right now in these programs. And then Friday, we talk about real estate investing, okay? So tonight at 9 p.m., we're actually going to be hearing from Miss Simone Simmons. She is a real estate investor from Kentucky, and she's going to break down everything we have to offer. So if you're already interested and you're just like, I want to know more, and you don't want to wait for these other presentations, that's fine. Tune in tonight at 9 p.m. I'll make sure I put that flyer in the comments. And then stay tuned for Mr. 800 coming up next from, he's going to kill me. I always think it's Ohio. I don't think it's Ohio. I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. I'm going to figure it out, okay? I'm gonna figure it out. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, that was it right there. He is a descendant. Yes, Oklahoma. Boom, got it. Mr. 800, you want to tune in for him, okay? Now, this one's $4.99 to get started and $99 a month, okay? You're going to get that Entrepreneur Success Kit, Nove Money Premium, so you're going to get that credit attorney access, business credit training videos, and everything we have to offer, okay? Instead of $200 per affiliate, you're going to pay $400 per affiliate, and instead of $85 per customer, you're going to get paid $3,750 minimum per customer. And I said minimum because it's minimum. All right. Tune in tonight at 9 p.m. All right. So listen, 3 types of people are watching me right now or watching the replay. I don't know. Number 1 says, hey, I'm not interested. I'm satisfied. I'm in great shape. I don't need this. That's great. But please, is there someone in your circle that needs it? Someone you know that needs it? Please, tag them, give them the information, say, check out this thing called Novae. And let them make a decision. Number 2 says, I'm interested, but I don't want the extra income. I'm cool. But I do need my credit. We need to get on this credit. That's you. Number 2, drop in the comments. Someone's going to help you. And number 3 said, hey, I'm ready to get started. I want the credit and I want to secure the bag. I want the willable income. I want the legacy. Let's break these generational curses. Let's build the generational wealth. And if that's you, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So number 1, if you were a number 2, you need the inviters link, okay? And then this is how you do it, all right? They're going to give you their link. Did I move too fast? I forgot it was a video. So they're going to give you their link, okay? And once you get their link, then you're going to click that inviters link, and you're actually going to choose, oh, wait, let's go back. This is a video, and I don't know why it's not playing, but anyway. I know how to do it. Okay. So you're actually going to get their link if you want to be a customer, and you're going to choose personal services. Okay. And then you're going to go there. Once you choose personal services, you're going to actually choose Nove Money. Okay. Once you do that, you scroll down to the bottom and you decide which of those 3 packages that you want to actually start on: DIY, if you want to do the basic, the premium, or if you want to book a consultation, maybe you want to talk to someone on our corporate staff. Yes, we have a corporate staff. Then you can do that as well. Okay. Once you do that, you add it to your cart, check out just like you do if you're doing online shopping, enter your information, your credit in your, the checkout screen, and then we're going to be calling you to help you set up your credit. Okay. Now, if you want to do the affiliate option, this is what you do. You're going to have that same link. Instead, you're going to choose entrepreneurship, the affiliate program. Once you do that, decide which package you want to get started on. Go ahead and select that plan, add it to your cart, same deal. Go ahead and enter all your information and payment details, and boom, before you know it, we are welcoming you to Novae and the financial future you deserve. Okay. So that is it. Again, tune in tonight at 9 p.m. and tune in up next, hear from Mr. 800, right? He's done it, y'all. He's done it. Tuning for him. I'm gonna make sure that I put both the flyer and that link in the comments. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing rest of your Monday evening. Later, y'all.